Hello and welcome to Cruising with E-Rider. As you can tell from the new graphics, it's a new season here on Cruising with E-Rider. So first up on this year's show, World of Wheels. So stay tuned for that and more on Cruising with E-Rider.
Mark, tell me about this gorgeous little Chevy you got, man.
Well, this started off as a family project. A neighbor friend of mine was working, well, actually it's a co-worker, was working and retired and decided to move to Chicago. So when she left, she called back and said her husband had started this project. And she asked if I would be interested in picking it up because they didn't want to haul it to Chicago. So my eldest son and I drove over to the garage where the car was stored, and there, behold, it was a rusted hulk of a Camaro in pieces. So
Pieces?
Pieces. We're talking boxes.
Boxes and parts.
And so in that process, my son, who was a sophomore in college, talked me into buying a car because I was going to pass it up. But the condition was that he was going to help me put it together.
Of course.
And so we bought the car, hauled it home, put it in the garage for another year before I bumped into a body shop owner in Marion County Dragway.
Uh-huh.
We were out with my younger son, teaching him how to run a quarter mile. He was 15 and a half.
Okay.
Long story short, I met Paul Yoakum from Yoak's Body Shop, and what he agreed to let me do was bring the car to him. In addition to restoring it, he would let my boys come into the shop and work on the car with us so we could get on-hands experience.
Right.
Because of
Now
that,
that's nice.
Because of that, I decided to keep the car.
Right.
Just for the experience of the boys learning how to,
Well, yeah.
what it takes to build something.
Yeah.
So that's kind of in a nutshell how it started. And I had a nephew building customs out west, and he was into Camaros a lot. So I'd go see him, and I'd see what they were doing in the shop, and came up with the vision and the concept. And basically what you see here is the results of that.
I'm not assuming that's the original color.
That is not.
Okay.
This is a color called Dodge Viper Snakeskin Green.
Okay.
And of course, come off a Dodge Viper.
Well, you know, in a Chevy interview, you can't have everything right.
Yeah, well, I had seen the color on a Dodge Viper, and I thought, now that is a great color. And so they had made colors similar to this on Chevys, but nothing quite with the gold and the pearls
pops.
in it. Pops, right.
It pops, yeah.
And now, mind you, we started on this car about 2006, so this was before the Synergy Green Camaros came out.
Ah.
And the car was already painted in color, and we were finishing up the assembly in the garage.
Because it does kind of seem like you're along those lines.
Right.
Green is very popular.
Right, and it didn't start off, again, as to compete with the Synergy Greens, but when the car finally made it to the Columbus Good Guys show in 2012,
right.
Guess what? Chevy had their Synergy Green on the new Camaro, and that's the story.
Well,
and
yeah,
I'm sticking to it.
And look, and you were ahead of the game.
I thought I was.
Well, you are. I mean, you know,
I'm Chevy.
Right. Very good.
And
now that Chevy color's awful close, isn't it?
Right. It's not quite. Doesn't quite have the golds in it that this one does. And this car really will, like you said, it pops with the lights.
It does.
And out in the sun, it takes on kind of a different, like a snakeskin. You know.
Well, when I was in here yesterday, they had the back door open like they do now. And I'm glad they did, because then you can actually see the paint. I don't think under these lights here, I don't think you can really do justice for what the paint does.
Yeah, I agree. You know, the lights here are a little low in this building, but in a taller building where the same lights are there, it seems to pop a little bit. I have some lights here that we turn on to give you that kind of sunshine look. You know?
Can't beat that real sun, man.
You can't beat the sun.
No.
It's a convertible, which was another reason we decided to go ahead and do it. Was a little bit different. And we struggled a long time picking this color because we didn't want it to be like, the Camaro's a very popular car. It's been done so many times that
it's hard to look like.
It's hard to look individual with a Camaro because so many of them been done so nicely. So that's another reason we stuck with the green, because it's not overdone, if you will.
Well, the only thing wrong with the red Camaro is it's a red Camaro. I love red Camaros.
Well, right, red is a great color.
It's a great color. But I have
easy.
It's
It's
easy.
easy to.
And you know it's going to look good, and your buddies ain't
Right.
going to harass you or something. I know.
Right.
It's a safe color.
It's a safe color, and that's in the whole theme of the car. You can kind of outdo yourself. You have
Right.
to be careful that you hold yourself back and making certain decisions.
Right.
For instance, the engine in the car, it's a LS2 with a cam.
Really?
Makes about 500 horse. It's been dyno. We got 410 to the rear wheels. Plenty good for what I had in mind.
Right.
It's also a 6-speed automatic,
Oh.
which is a little bit different.
Well, that runs good on the freeway if you have to take it.
The other aspect of it, the car is basically a 2010 technology car. So we
Okay.
tried to take
All right.
advantage of everything that was going and put it in this car. And
Onboard
still retain,
chip and everything, and
and still retain the original
Right.
classic looks of a Camaro that was so popular.
all right. The important question: do you ever drive it? Do you get him out on the road and actually?
I have driven it. I've had this car loaded with my
Because it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, no, it's a difficult thing not to want to drive a
I
convertible
know.
in summer.
That's what I'm saying.
We've had the car out. As I said, we did the Good Guys in Columbus.
Right.
Drive it around. I don't take it far. I take it to local car shows that are 5 or 10 miles. But when you come to a show like this, it's a lot of cleanup work. So
Oh, my
yeah,
God.
I don't drive it every day.
Right. I have a friend who has like a '64 Mustang, right? And it's 72,000 miles, and he won't drive it. It goes from trailer box to trailer box to show to trailer box. And I mean, it's a beautiful little car, but it's almost a shame.
Well, the actual inauguration of this car has Dakota Digital VHS gauges in it, and in 2011 they had the Hot Rod Power Tour, and it happened to go through Indianapolis, went up to Detroit, and I had just purchased the gauges, and they were looking for a display car to advertise. So they called me because they knew I was in Columbus. I did trailer the car to Indianapolis. I wasn't going to drive it that far.
No.
But we displayed the car for them in their booth. And the purpose I'm telling you the story is by the time we got to Detroit, the weather gods weren't so nice to us. It was pouring rain, and of course you have to take it out of the trailer, drive it in the rain, drive it to the display. So it's been rained on, and
you probably swore y'all never get it wet.
well, that's what you like to think,
That's right.
because the water
It
goes
never-
everywhere, right?
Now, how many buddies you got that already took their windshield wipers off?
Oh, I've got cars with
Yeah,
wipers,
yeah, I don't
you know.
need those. It'll never see the rain
Right,
again.
right.
And every time you do that, I swear, every time you do that, you get caught in the rain.
That's true. This
I know.
car's got the windows, the top, the wipers.
Right.
It's a DOT.
It's a driver.
It's a street legal DOT
I like that.
car, you know.
It's good.
Now, I have competed last year in a Muscle Car of the Year award contest for popular hot rodding.
Okay.
So July was a day after the Columbus Good Guys meet. We were in Hebron, Ohio, or National Trails, if you will.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
95 degrees. I think it was the hottest temperature of the summer.
Yeah.
So we were out there with this car flogging it, and I mean,
Right.
we ran it pretty hard. We had to do 10 quarter-mile runs,
Oh, really?
10 standing stop 8th miles. We had to go as fast as you can for the 8th mile on the drag strip and stop in a 50-foot box.
Wow.
So, we tested the limits of the car,
Wow.
and then we autocrossed it. We did I think it's just about a half-mile
All right.
autocross
Well,
course.
now you have a whole new level of respect from me now because
And,
you're actually driving her, and I
so-
love that.
We hammered the car all day long in 95-degree temperatures.
Good.
And
It's good for it.
I wanted to see, since we put it together,
Right. If it was really a car.
if it was really going to perform, and if it break, of course.
Right. Yeah. You know, we've all had them. Okay. You put them on.
It's your work.
Exactly.
It's the boys' work.
Right.
So
Right.
we wanted to see what it'd do and if it would hold up on the area.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be good.
I think it'd be good. We could find
That'd
some
be
little
good.
restaurant or something, and we could, get the ones that wanted to get out and maybe go do a little bit of something.
That'd be a good deal.
Yeah, I
That'd be a
think
good
so.
deal.
Man, thank you for being
You're-
on Cruising with E-Rider.
You're welcome.
Your friends are going to see you one way or the other, either here or on YouTube or on our website. So keep cruising with E-Rider.
All right, very good. Nice meeting you.
You too.
I'm Christina of Burton Antique Auto Parts in Dayton, Ohio. We specialize in manufacturing and finding rare and custom parts for your classic Ford. All of our parts are made of the best materials available. Go online to view a full catalog of all the parts we make for your classic Ford, or call me on our toll-free line 1-877-277-6753.
Rhonda's Homemade Candy, the area's finest homemade candy, made in small batches, available in unique flavors, natural ingredients. Be sure to try our one-of-a-kind Buckeyes, our fabulous fudge, and our hand-dipped candies. All orders are shipped free. Please visit our website to see our incredible selection of candies to order from, or call 937-286-2731. Be sure to friend us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. That's Rhonda's Homemade Candy.
Wayne Gorby Transmission, automatic and manual transmission specialists. Experienced staff. Attention to detail. Foreign and domestic transmissions. Wayne Gorby Transmission, automatic and manual transmission specialist. 118 North Broad Street, Fairborn, Ohio. 879-4754. That's Wayne Gorby Transmission.
Chris's Carb Shop, family owned with 13 years experience, specializing in hot rods, fuel injection, and late model fuel systems, with a huge selection of vintage carburetor cores and hard to find fuel systems. Fill all your fuel system needs at Chris's Carb Shop, located at 7718 North Main Street in Dayton, Ohio.
You've been at these car shows for a long time. What are you doing here today? And you got your own now?
Yeah.
All right, hit me up, man.
Got the old Ray Babe out. It's Grandpa Pat Crafton built it originally in 1972, and drove it for a while and painted it twice, once orange, once yellow, and then it got parked, and last time it drove was about 87, 88, and it sat for about 25 years, and I just got it done. Been working on it for 2 years, and this was the longest drive I've had it, driving it in the building.
All right, now who was the previous owner?
Pat Crafton.
All right, and everybody around here knows Pat.
Yes, sir.
Long time name, big supercar guy. But now, was this his official ride?
Yes.
Okay, and you're the grandson?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I bet you inherited a garage full of tools.
Slowly getting some tools off. Grandpa,
that's what I'm saying, man. Oh, that's got to be nice. So what are we setting in?
This is a 1954 Chevy sedan delivery. The top's been chopped 6 inches.
Right.
It's got a big block Chevy in it.
Okay.
With a 400 turbo transmission.
All right.
It's got 12-bolt GM posi rear end, big 538 gears.
Oh my God.
It's tubbed in the rear.
Right. Now she's heavy, but cause it needs that kind of motor to push it along.
Absolutely.
That's right. Now, are you? This is a driver.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hammering driving this. Are you gonna take this thing to Kill Care or something?
Yeah, we'll take it out there once just to see.
Man, Now I want footage of that.
Okay.
I want inside footage of that.
We can make that happen.
Oh, I would dig that.
Absolutely.
All right, man. So what's your favorite part about it? What are you digging the most?
I love the fact that it's been a family car since
it's
since
heirloom,
the 70s.
as those old folks would say. It's an heirloom.
Absolutely.
All right, man. So now you got kids?
No, not yet. Other than this car.
Okay. All right, but they're coming.
Yeah, one day.
And when they do, man, you know what your job is.
Give them nice rides.
Well, you don't. See, you don't own this.
Oh yeah.
See, I've got. Well, I mean, in a way you do, but really you're just passing it on.
Okay.
I've got a '64 Mustang at the house. My grandma owned it. It was hers, and then it was my mom's, and that's mine. And it's not really mine, because really it's my boys.
Okay.
And that's the way they're supposed to be, man. They stay in families. Almost like a little piece of history.
Yeah.
All right, man. Keep cruising with E-Rider.
Absolutely. Every day.
There you go, brother.
All right.
Right back. Listen, I can't remember what was we talking about. We was tell me.
Polishing.
Yeah, how many hours you got in that polishing, man?
Oh, I got it.
You don't even know, do you?
No idea.
No idea.
No idea.
So then what do you do? Just grab a part ahead of time and it's like take him into the shop and work him. Is that what you've been doing?
Well, we showed it for a long time.
Okay.
and you sit a weekend at a show and you see things you want to do.
Okay. You find a new part. Well, darn, I could do that.
Yeah. And just turned into this. Takes a while to do all of it.
And there's still probably parts you want to polish.
You know,
you do. Yeah, you do. Are you sure? I'll bet you'll be. There's one. I know there's something up there you're going to polish yet.
I don't know.
You ain't done yet. You know what? It might be 6 months from now. You're going to start polishing something. You're going to, I'll be damned. He's right.
Could be.
That's right. And you got a website or anything for that polishing business?
Yeah, Boyd's Machine.
Okay. Is it a .com?
Yeah,
Okay.
boydsmachine.com.
All right.
And Tom Doretsky had Superior Finishes, did the painting.
Okay.
He's painted 3 Riddler car winners, and
Yeah.
he
Good
just
painter.
did a super job.
Flat
on the
paint, boy.
Fit and finish.
I know it. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, you know, I tell you what, that kind of silvery metallic, that is so hard to spray. I sling a little paint myself, man, and to keep that metallic from drooping is tough.
Yep,
You gotta know what you're doing.
he does.
And you sure as heck can't have some cheap spray gun in your driveway, man. That's how I do my stuff. And it's like, huh. Oh,
Put those panels in there. The fit and finish he can do is just incredible.
well, you know,
There's
like I said,
that.
man, and what else you got in there? Okay, let me check that out. Now, you made these, right?
Oh, yeah.
You machined them, or did you just make them?
We machined them out of stainless steel and polished them.
Did you?
Put the little groove in there.
Oh, man.
Program that in.
Oh.
Yeah. We're sick people, man.
Yeah,
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for being on
Sure.
Cruising with E-Rider,
no problem.
and we'll see you next time.
All right.
Cylinder Head and Block Service has been providing quality machine work since 1980. Located at 412 Market Street in Brookville, Ohio. Whether it's a numbers matching restoration, muscle car, street rod, or everyday vehicle, we can build your engine the way you want it built. So when you're ready to tackle your next engine project, call Cylinder Head and Block Service 937-833-5557, where quality is standard.
Carl's Body Shop can fix any make or model vehicle and have been doing so for over 75 years at the same location on Wayne Avenue. We have a great service department to take care of all your mechanical needs. 24-hour towing, detailing, much, much more. Visit on the web at carlsbodyshop.com.
This is the home of Hot Rod Chrome, Metal Bright, in business since 1973, specializing in chrome plating, metal polishing, powder coating, molding restoration, and die-cast metal repair. Located at 2445 Neff Road in Dayton, Ohio. Metal Bright, the home of Hot Rod Chrome.
Tire Pro Plus, your one-stop shop for the right price tire. Over 4,000 tires in stock. Offering used tires, balanced new stems, starting at just $35. Also offering brand new tires, 30-day warranty. 4792 South Kettering Boulevard. Fat Boys, the ultimate resource for wheels, tires, and service for your vehicle. Conveniently located at 3050 Springboro Pike with a full service center and a huge selection of wheels and rims and lift accessories for your vehicle. With over 30 years of experience, that's Fat Boys, 937-294-26.
Hi, I'm Christina of Burton Antique Auto Parts in Dayton, Ohio. We specialize in manufacturing and finding rare and custom parts for your classic Ford. All of our parts are made of the best materials available. Go online to view a full catalog of all the parts we make for your classic Ford, or call me on our toll-free line 1-877-277-6753.
Pete, tell me about this truck, man.
in the El Camino.
Right.
Numbers matching car.
Uh-huh.
Bought it in 2002.
Okay.
22 months to restore it.
Really? Really, that's it?
That was it.
Oh man, you've done a lot of work.
Took over Mom and Dad's garage.
Of
Threw
course.
their vehicles out, so basically worked on it on weekends.
All right.
Dad helped out. He went and gathered stuff throughout the week, and then when I came home on weekends, working
Really?
in the garage.
Okay.
It was originally black cherry, the maroon color with a vinyl top on it.
And was it the factory color?
Factory color.
Okay.
Saddle interior.
Now, what kept you from being all factory numbers? Why didn't you go back factory?
I'm not a stock guy.
All right, all right.
I like to keep the original look, but
Right.
to be neat and detailed.
Okay. Now, was all your chrome intact, all your body parts? I mean, did you have to dig up anything?
It needed, right front fender had been hit at one time, so we got a new fender.
Right.
Both wheels were rotted from just,
Right.
didn't look that way when we bought it, but once you stripped it, you found that. Around the back window was all from the vinyl top being on it, was all basically Swiss cheesed.
Right.
And both floor pans in the back from the water leaking around the back window both needed replaced.
Right.
Went through the whole motor,
Okay.
rear end, did everything, so it's drivable once I get done showing it.
Okay. Now, do you drive it much?
No, it's not driven at all. It's just an indoor show car right now.
For now. Now, how long are you going to leave it like that? Now, I know eventually you're going to get this out and wear some rubber out.
Yeah, it's been driven little bits when you go to like the Super Chevy show or something like that. But,
Right.
As far as driving on the street, once I get done doing the indoor shows, because they get, they have to be very picky about to distinguish between the different cars. So
That's right.
They've told me on this car that one of the shows they told me I had a bent fin on the radiator on the motor side.
Really?
So that, that's, and the last time I went to a final, they told me I had rust on the driver's seat spring. So,
hey, there's always room for improvement on this stuff.
And they have to go and look for that detailed type stuff.
They
to
do.
Be able to find a winner.
Yeah. I have been to some concourse shows where the bolts all had to be issued from the right plant.
Yeah.
If your bolts aren't original, well, that's not concourse, and sorry.
Right.
So
this one has all. Other than that, it's just cylinder heads have been ground on the outside to smooth them up for the show wise.
Yeah.
A lot of detailing with nuts and bolts and stainless braided line and aluminum stuff. Everything polished.
Well, now, do you know why I stopped? There's two reasons.
Okay.
I mean, we put a lot of cars on Cruising with the E-Rider. Bunches of them. Nice cars and rough cars. But your bed, now see, I'm a truck guy. And those rails are all flat. And I've restored a couple trucks. And the body was easy. But the bed, to get the bed to look nice, and when I seen you polishing the bed, I'm like, wow.
About 40 hours on the bed, on the floor of the bed alone. Just to
See?
get that smooth.
See?
Yeah.
I knew it. I'm like, because the last one I restored, I spent most of my time trying to get the bed flat.
Yeah, there was the body shop did a lot of. I didn't do the paint work in the car. It was done by a shop in Pennsylvania.
Right.
But yeah, he spent about 40 hours just on the floor of the bed alone.
I can feel the pain. A lot of knee action there. A lot of knee action.
Yep.
So where are you coming in from, man?
Town's called Monongahela, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
It's about 30 miles southeast of Pittsburgh.
Okay, so not hundreds of millions of miles, but a good drive.
4 hours.
All right. Well, man, thank you for coming to our World to Wheel show.
Okay.
Thank you for being on Cruising with E-Rider and bringing this wonderful little truck out to the show.
You're welcome.